Hello you lot, welcome back to the channel on a glorious day in August. Oh, one thing I did do that I didn't film is I shortened my aerial. And how did I do that? I basically cut the end off and restuck this on. But what was actually happening when I was going along the motorway or dual carriageway, there was that much flex in the aerial that it was touching the roof and tapping away, and it was rather weird to hear. But yeah, so I cut it down. It still works perfectly fine. What's the temperature at the minute? 21 degrees, not too bad. What's today's video about? Well, as you would have realised, slowly I've been going through the car and trying to sort out noises, and this latch was rattling, so I put a tiny bit of gold heat tape, which actually stops that little latch underneath there rattling. As you would have seen, I put a little special pad to stop that rattling. I've put a tiny bit of banding on the handle because that was rattling. I fixed the door squeaks on both doors because, trust me, they were rattling like a good one. But today what I'm going to do, actually, if you'd have seen in a previous video, I sprayed this, but I never put any clear coat on it, so I'm going to give it a quick rub back with just like a Scotch block or something and redo it, put a coat of clear coat on. But also what I want to do is fix the bit underneath here, if this will let me, because some of you will have seen that, I know you can buy these, but my plastic gear gates around this bit on the bottom is broken, but I've got some glue, so I'm going to try and glue it because I'm rather into fixing before I replace. But also what I may do is, this is looking pretty pitted, so I may give this a respray in silver and then put some clear coat on it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do the red in between. I don't even think I've got any red paint or the patience to fill it in, but it just looks a bit scratched. And I looked at buying one and they are expensive. So yeah, if my memory serves me right, I managed to twist the knob last time. So let's unscrew that by twisting it off and then get this off, get it into the workshop or the kitchen, as I say, and see what we can do. There we go. I didn't film it, as I said, but I've basically used one of these. It's a trim tool. I keep raving on about them. They're literally pence, well, a couple of quid to buy online. Yeah, so that is all out. And I was wondering, has anybody ever fitted one of these short shifter kits to these? Because I don't actually think, well, I guess the throw is from there. Maybe I need to press the clutch. Yep, from there to there. Just wondered what people think of and what their experiences are. As I say, if you've done so, leave a comment down below and I'll give it a bit of thought. But yeah, so as I say, this is, it's got a few marks on it already, and that's actually from cleaning fluid. This bit of trim's not too bad, and like I say, this is the bit I want to try and glue together. I don't know if I can, because I don't think it's all there, to be honest. None of the bits are in there, but I'm going to put a bit of tape around the edge of here and just give it a quick flash coat of silver. And it may look terrible, but as I say, the end of my knob looks a little bit worn, doesn't it? Anyway, let's get inside because the temperatures are creeping up already. Alright, so I've come inside, and obviously there's two things to do on this job. This one, like I say, I've already given it a clean, and I'm going to lose the red indent, but I think what I'm going to do is order one of those like red touch-up pens. You know, the ones with the extremely fine point on them. And I will go over that with the red, and I'm not going to fill it. I know you see some videos where they fill these things in and all that stuff, but I'm literally going to take the edge, give it a quick bit of silver paint, see what it comes out like. And as I say, this boot's getting a bit cracked, a bit worn, but I think I'll give it a clean, put some treatment on it. I'm not sure. Look, 2007 June 06, which is when my car was built. But yeah, you can see where somebody's tried to staple this on, which is commendable. Like I say, fix it. That's the bit that had fallen out. That had actually fallen down to the side of where the gear linkage was. So yeah, what am I going to do? I think I'm going to give this a quick wipe and then obviously glue these. I've got some super glue somewhere. Whether it actually works, I'm not sure. I may have to put some little kind of like strips of stick along there, like little, I don't know, not matchsticks, but some tiny pieces of wood or plastic just to give it a little bit more strength. But yeah, let's try messing around with this for a little bit. Here we go. This is where I am so far. Excuse the TV guide. It's the only thing I could find. I've yet to glue this piece in, but basically what I've done so far, and I don't know if it's going to work, is that I've glued the edges and the corners and that side piece that were all broken. And once it's actually got a little bit more rigidity, which is a great word, I'm going to go about setting that piece there in the corner and doing that bit. And then I'll probably find that it's lost its shape or form or something and it's not correct. But I figured I'd give that a go before I spend £10 or £20 on this little bit of plastic. I've glued the clip together and I don't know, as I said, how strong it's going to be, but it's worth a try, isn't it? Definitely worth a try. Lots of little bits are missing. These staples don't really help, but as I say, I may order a new one. I don't know, this one is getting a bit worn, but there's plenty of other things on the car that are worn. Here we go outside and this is drying, and as you can see I've clear coated the housing for the gator. It's super hot outside. This is so hot, and yeah, I'm not sure if I like it. I don't know, I may have preferred it being satin or matte, but I will fit it in the car and see what I think. The gear knob, yeah, it's not too bad. You can see the bit sort of worn on the top, but as you can see, the leatherette, whatever they call it, that's been painted and I've coated that. Hopefully it stays and it will absorb into the actual material itself. Well, you've guessed it, I'm back in the car. It's a little bit later in the day, 27 degrees centigrade, and that's midday. Yeah, just a tad warm. I've got the bits here. As I say, I've given this a clear coat. The gear knob, yeah, it's not too bad. The top didn't come out as I wanted. The silver paint, which I actually discovered was, let me work this out, 17 years old the paint was, and it's been stored in my garage, so it's gone through a lot of heat cycles. Yeah, but I mean, it kind of looks better. And the bottom of this is done, so yeah, like I say, it's probably a temporary thing until I can get it all changed, or whether I do want to spend the money, or like I say, whether I go for one of those really cool like linkage systems. But I just wanted to tidy it up. I can't decide whether I preferred that as a satin or with a bit of shine on it, but let's put it back in the car. Obviously I'm going to start with that clips in just literally to there, like so. I've got to use a bit of force and push the tags down. So let's do that with my other hand. As I say, that literally just pushes down and clips in. I just wanted to make sure it was square with both hands. I've taken this hand sanitizer out. It's actually been in there since those magical days we had a few years ago. Yeah, I think that was actually the last time I had some time off. Right, so the next bit to go in is this little bit of trim, and if my memory serves me right, that little part there sits in that little groove there. So I think top bit goes in first, like so, and the bottom bit just clips in like that. Yeah, let's put that bit down, see how you feel, because it's kind of like I say, it's gone from a matte satin to a gloss. But as I say, when I was waxing the seat, I actually got some chemical drops on it and it just reacted. So I thought, you know what, I'll just try it again and see what it's like. This bit's probably going to be a little bit fiddly even, and I'm assuming it goes that way around, but let me try off camera and see how we get on. Yeah, there you go, it goes on that way around, obviously with the narrower bit at the back, so I was trying to put it on the wrong way. And next up is to screw the gear knob on. As I say, I may replace this. It looks nice and shiny, but as you can see, it's just starting to wear. The numbers aren't brilliant. I've cleaned them as best as I could, but there was virtually no paint in the number one, because I'm assuming the person who had it had a ring that side and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's screw that on, get the gear gaiter to go over this little bit, and then do the reveal. There we go, all back together. And as I say, you'll have to excuse the bit of poor silver paint, because as I said, it did something really funny. I mean, I don't know whether I shook the can long enough, but I was shaking it for like 15 hours, or whether it's just reacted to the plastic or just the mixture. I've put some clear coat on it, hoping it will last a little bit longer, but I think, you know, as I say, from 10 foot, it looks a little bit better, doesn't it? But it's not perfect. But now, you know, the gaiter seems to stay in place, whereas before, the gaiter was lifting on this corner. But yeah, let's see how long it lasts. Probably knowing that it's a Ford, it probably won't last till next week. But anyway, yeah, just a quick video showing just a little bit of an update. I've resolved the squeaking noises. As I say, I bought some proper silicone rubber spray, treated them. I've still got to treat the rear trailing arm bushes, but I'm actually looking at dropping the rear out and giving it a good old clean and repaint, which will all make for future content, won't it? Right, so let's go and put that in the bin. As for myself, yeah, pretty busy, work's very busy. Still pumping out the content for YouTube, doing a bit of writing for a few people, freelance stuff. And also, if you don't know, previously I was doing a Monday, Friday, and maybe another day breakfast show on Purbeck Coast, which was a local radio station on FM. Sadly, that closed down, if you would have seen in another video. I've now just joined a new radio station called Purbeck Sounds. Yeah, it's in its infancy. I'm currently doing Friday breakfast shows, but yeah, with hope, I may do a couple more. But anyway, enough about me and my boring life. Let's get inside, edit this video, upload it all for you, and yeah, 28 degrees. It's just like I'm melting just sat here. Anyway, take care, and don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe.